How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to another Pokemon ROM video. Now we're about to jump into a ROM hack that's pretty much taken the Pokemon ROM game by storm. It's a revamp in an old classic game, and I cannot wait to check it out. That is right, we are talking about Pokemon Royal Sapphire. If you have not heard about this game or have, well, get ready. Now remember, we do play each of these ROM hacks and I give my own opinions about them after we're done talking about what's included in these ROMs. But guys, before we dive into it, make sure to hit that like button down below, subscribe if you have not, and join the Discord to stay intact with everything on my channels. With that being said, let's dive on into it. Now, Pokemon Royal Sapphire is a GBA ROM hack by Shocking Gongus, based on Pokemon Sapphire, and it's in English. The last update was available on August 12, 2025, and the game is now complete. Now, Pokemon Royal Sapphire is a heavy enhancement and reimagining of Pokemon Sapphire. It's aiming for a Renegade Platinum level of challenge and quality of life. It reshapes the adventure while preserving the Gen 3 feel and familiar Hoenn roster. So it still plays like a classic Pokemon Sapphire, even if it has surprises at every turn. The main plot follows the same broad path, but it's expanded with new events, characters, and pacing to make Hoenn feel fresh again. Every map has been reworked, wild encounters are redesigned, trainers are rebuilt, learn sets are updated, and the narrative has been reauthorized to make you feel like you've been going through Hoenn once again. Now, some core mechanics and features are: there's authentic Gen 3 rules, no physical or special split, no fairy type, crits are 1 out of 16 for twice the damage, expert AI for every trainer, identical to switch logic to gym trainers. Now the starters are changed as well. You got Hisuian Sneasel, Hisuian Quillfish, and Galarian Slowpoke. There's regional forms as well for Voltorb, Electrode, Growlithe, Arcanine, Executor, Sandshrew, Sandslash, Raichu, Slowpoke, Slowbro, Slowking, Sneasel, and Quillfish. They have also added Sneaseler, Overquill, Meltan, and Melmetal. Sadly, they have removed Ditto, Farfetch'd, Smeargle, and Chimecho. Every map has been redesigned while preserving the original route, order, and story beats. New or revised areas for key items, HMs, and story events. There are custom edited tiles built on Ruby and Sapphire set. There's updated overworld sprites for gym leaders, playable characters, villain teams, and many NPCs. The battle UI recolored in blue to match Sapphire's identity. There is an expanded Team Aqua arc. Matt, Shelly, and Archie appear more often, pursuing Kyogre and Lugia. There are many NPC dialogues that are rewritten to enrich towns and lore. Every trainer team move and held item handcrafted for a higher difficulty. There are reference points, similar challenges to Curve in Renegade Platinum. Boss fights fully rebuilt with a deeper roster and stronger sets. There is no potion use by AI, there are smarter sets and items instead. Now there is no global stat or type overhauls. The widespread ability update to lift underused species. For example, Sharpedo with speed boost, Slowbro with shell armor, and Furret with thick fat. Now many evolutions do change as well. For example, Slugma now evolves at 20, Friendship evolves at 10, and Former Trade evolves into the low 40s based on power. Now the moves and TMs also change. About 90% of moves set to 100% accuracy. The PP adjusted for balance, set up PP reduced. OHKO moves replaced. Horn Drill is now replaced by Drill Run, Sheer Cold to Draco Meteor, and Guillotine to Bullet Punch. Additional tweaks have been added as well. Spit Up heals like Recover, Teleport works like Baton Pass with -6 priority though. Waterfall and Surf become base power swapped. Strength and Cut types have changed as well. Full move change document is also included. Pokemarts now sell rare candies, max repels, great heals, and more of a much lower prices. Game Corner TMs are very cheap as well, and give 5 copies per purchase. No wild Pokemon will hold items. Thief and Covette are now removed. All items are obtained by overworld or shop NPCs. There are also trade and egg modifications. All 3 in-game trades are in Lava Ridge Town, and the egg has been changed as well. Gym Leader rematches are held on the SS title. Gym Leader rematches are held across Hoenn as well. Multiple catchable legendaries and mythicals. The Battle Tower has some secret fights. There's some secret bosses as well throughout the world. There's also a final Trick House level with a hidden boss. Full restores, max repels, and max elixirs are widely available as well. Berries stock as soon as they are relevant. Learn sets are also tailored to soften the lack of physical and special split. Ability and evolution methods are also tweaked to lift our weaker species. There is also increased shiny odds, from 1 in 8,192 to 1 in 2,048. But guys, after talking about this game, I am very excited to jump into the world of Pokemon Royal Sapphire and see what the hype is all about. So of course, like any Pokemon game, it starts off, you meet the professor and you pick your name. Now I do see a small tweak in character design, as his bandana and his jacket are all in a Royal Sapphire color. Now the aesthetics of the town already change right in Littleroot Town. In the main area, Professor Birch's lab is actually 10 times bigger, the houses are a little bit shaped differently, and there's a lot more life within the city. Now in the original games, Littleroot Town didn't really have much to go with. Now like I stated before, the starters in this game are a lot different from the original Pokemon Sapphire game. You have Hisuian Quillfish, Galarian Slowpoke, and Hisuian Sneasel. So I went ahead and chose Hisuian Sneasel as my starter. Now the aesthetic of the game really does feel like the original Pokemon Sapphire game, just with a new coat of paint. Now I do love how they added a sapphire tint to almost everything in the game. As you can see near the HP bar, it's kind of like a bluish color, and even the text box is also a blue color. But my favorite part about playing this game was the revamped look of the map in the cities. Even the small places like Littleroot and Oldale Town felt like a brand new city, but had that nostalgic feel to it. They even gave Oldale Town a pond, and you can even get your old rod there. Even the routes looked a little different as well, spacing out some of the areas and adding grasses in different spots as well. Now I did find Lucky Egg a lot of times throughout this game, so I'm not sure if they're trying to make it a little bit easier for us, but who knows. Now your rival this time around not only has the opposite Pokemon that you chose, but they also have a Pichu. But after beating May, we head off on our journey. Now I didn't notice while battling the Team Aqua Grunt in Petalbrill Woods was that it was actually pretty tough. Now I had to do this battle a couple of times because I kept losing. He has 4 Pokemon to beat, and you have to make sure your Pokemon are ready to fight. Now as I stated before, rare candies only cost $1, so there's absolutely no reason to grind any levels. Another thing I realized that the catch rate was super high, and almost every Pokemon I threw a Pokeball at caught instantly. But as someone who really loves the old school Hoenn games, I was really afraid they were going to do too much and change a lot. But honestly, this game does very well in balancing the old nostalgic feel while just allowing it to grow a little bit more. Now, I'm not a big fan on the 100% catch rate if that's true, because I always like a little bit of a challenge. But the revamped maps and the harder trainers really makes the experience a lot better. Even when entering one of the first major towns, which is Rustboro City, it looked different but still felt the same. Like I said, they still kept the same aesthetics, but just added a little bit more depth to every city. Whether it's new buildings added, new flowers, or even a new patch of grass. So of course we went ahead and battled Roxanne, the first gym leader of Hoenn. And oh man, was she tough. I think I lost a couple of times before I was actually able to even dent her team. Her team was Nidoran, Kabuto, Geodude, Nosepass, Onix, and Hisuian Growlithe. Now this game actually has a lot to offer. It's such a great feel when it comes to playing those old Hoenn games that I loved, and I know a lot of people did too. It has a lot of Pokemon to even find, some old and some new. I was even able to find Torchic in the wild near Rustboro City. But I actually had a really great time playing this game. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of Hoenn, it's one of my favorite regions, and seeing it all revamped in a new style really makes me happy, and they did it in such a great way. It's not too much in your face, it is subtle, and the changes are very welcome. But guys, let me know what you thought of Pokemon Royal Sapphire. Have you heard about this game? Are you interested in playing it? Or have you played it or beat it? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.